Hello people, this is Razon1 here again, bringing you a one-off of special Christmas and New Year special. This is gonna be my last video of 2016, and normal service will resume in 2017. In this video, I'll be talking about my predictions which I made during the course of the 2016 season, and whether I was right, whether I made the right call, or whether they was completely off the mark. So I do hope you enjoy it, and as I said, this will be the last one before the new, until Australia 2017. I only came up with the idea yesterday, as I spent all night or until 2 o'clock this morning trying to watch through all my videos that I made, and work out the predictions that I made, and what I thought about them at the time. Okay, and yeah, so I hope you're gonna enjoy it. So let's get started. And one thing I would like to say is, if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out, because it'll boost my confidence. It brings a smile to my face every time I see a new subscription, and you can also, if you really like what you see, you can also help to boost my confidence by buying me a virtual beer. I will put a link in the description below this video. And yeah, so let's get on with my first prediction, which I made in Australia. Alright. During the Australian Grand Prix in Melbourne, I said, the first thing I said was that I thought the fight for the battle for the championship would be between Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel. Well, that prediction turned out to be completely off the mark, didn't it? Because not only did Sebastian Vettel didn't he win any races, he was also comprehensively beaten in terms of reliability and performance by his teammate Kimi Räikkönen. So that was my first prediction. That was absolutely wrong, wasn't it? I had Max Verstappen down as the king of speaking his mind, of not caring about what other people think about what he says, but that clearly went to Sebastian Vettel over the season. There's no doubt that went to Sebastian Vettel over the course of the season, with some of the sometimes funny, but sometimes also very inappropriate radio messages and insults that he threw at various different people. So that was another prediction that was definitely that I definitely got wrong. Although I changed my tune over the course of the 2016 season regarding the performance of the MENA team. I still maintain that they should seriously question their position in Formula One, because they've been they've been comprehensively beaten by the new boys from across the pond from the US. You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Haas team, who beat who at the end of the season they had 28 points more compared to the MENA team who only managed to score 1 point. And actually, I think MENA should be embarrassed, because in the whole career they scored 3 points, I do believe. 3 points compared to the 29 points that Haas achieved in their first 29 points that Haas achieved in their first season. So should MENA really be in Formula One? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's start a debate, guys. Then we move on to the predictions I made during the Grand Prix in Bahrain. My fear was that we were never going to hear radio messages like "Leave me alone, I know what I'm doing" from Kimi Räikkönen, or Fernando is faster than you, or let Michael pass for the championship, because of the radio ban. But thank God that fear was unfounded, as they got rid of it, got rid of the radio ban during the course of the season. Another point I raised during the Bahrain Grand Prix weekend was the fact that McLaren might have might be in a tricky situation, because Jenson Button didn't. It was unknown that Jenson Button was gonna take a sabbatical, or which later transpired to actually be his retirement, and that he will be replaced by Stoffel van Dorn. So that issue was unfounded as well. I mean, I still don't quite understand why Jenson didn't come out and say he was going to retire at the end of the season. Anyway, and then if he did get bored in 2017, and he wanted to go back to racing, he like Michael Schumacher did in 2006, he announced his retirement from Ferrari, and then 4 years later he came back with Mercedes. So I don't quite understand why Jenson Button didn't say outright that it was going to be his last season, because I'm pretty sure that any team would any team with the space would want Jensen in their team if he became available. So I don't quite understand why he didn't do it that way. He would have avoided a lot of confusion, I think. So, but anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below, alright? But I think the most outrageous prediction that I got completely wrong was when I said during the Bahrain Grand Prix, was that I believed that the newcomers, Haas of one team, were actually gonna get a podium, at least a podium, or maybe even a win by the end of the 2016 season. Now I think I was expecting their form to continue like it did in Bahrain, in Australia, where they finished 6th and then 5th in Bahrain, but obviously I was wrong. What I would like to know is, was it only me that thought that, or did anybody else out there think that? They could actually get a podium or a win by the end of the 2016 season? Do let me know, please, because at the minute I'm feeling a bit stupid for making that prediction. So I would feel a lot better if somebody actually had the same thoughts as me. So if you thought the same, then do let me know, and maybe I won't feel I won't feel so stupid about it anymore. Okay. But I'm not gonna kill myself over it. Don't worry. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. I'm just feeling a bit stupid. So do let me know what you thought about the Haas team. Okay. The actual first prediction that I got, which I got right, was made by myself on during the in the review of for the Chinese Grand Prix, in which I first mentioned the possibility that Nico Rosberg could actually become the world champion in 2016. So that was the first prediction I actually got right. So yeah. On to Russia, which was which triggered the most controversial events in recent Formula One. As we all know, Daniel Kvyat got crashed into Sebastian Vettel, hit Sebastian Vettel up the arse, which caused Sebastian to hit the barrier, and then Sebastian went over to Christian Horner and had a chat with him about it. Now I'm dying to know what it actually was that Sebastian said to Christian Horner because unlike a lot of other people, I still remain convinced that Sebastian actually played a bigger part in the decision to demote Kvyat than people realize. I mean, I was speaking to LC from the F1 debate show, my mate from the F1 debate show, about it, and he said he can't imagine Vettel influencing Red Bull's decision on whether to demote Kvyat, but I still believe that Vettel did have something to do with that decision, and I would have loved to be in a fly on the wall to actually find out what actually was said. And then I also predicted that that would be the end of Daniel Kvyat's career, because I thought Pierre Gasly would take the Toro Rosso seat in 2017, and Kvyat would be dropped, but obviously that prediction was wrong, because obviously Kvyat has since been confirmed to stay with Toro Rosso. Now, my question to you guys is: do you think Toro Rosso genuinely? Do you reckon Toro Rosso, which is part of the Red Bull family, so in essence, do you think Red Bull kept Kvyat on in the Toro Rosso because they genuinely believe and have faith in his racing ability, or do you think they only kept him to minimize the damage to their image as a company? So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about it? I would be dying to find out what your opinions is, because I still believe that they did it because of to save their image in terms of PR, rather than them having faith in his racing ability. It's just a gut feeling that I have. But what do you guys think? Let me know. Max Verstappen won on his debut at the Spanish Grand Prix. I wrongly predicted that he would go on to win many more Grand Prix, at least one or two more Grand Prix in 2016, which he didn't. We all know he didn't do. Nevertheless, I do maintain, nevertheless, that unless Daniel Ricciardo beats him comprehensively next season. I do believe that the tables are gonna shift, and that Max Verstappen will become the number one driver in the Red Bull racing team, and I actually do genuinely fear for the career of Daniel Ricciardo, because we all know how tough Red Bull are on their drivers if they don't deliver, and how ruthless they can be. So I genuinely do fear for Daniel's career. So what do you think? Do you think that Daniel's career is under threat if he doesn't beat Max Verstappen comprehensively in next season? And I believe that Max Verstappen is gonna win his first championship before Daniel Ricciardo does. In fact, I think Daniel Ricciardo is not gonna win the championship, because I don't think he is as good as people make want him to be. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below, and yeah, let's start a debate, guys. But please don't send me hate mail or anything, because that is just my opinion. We can have an open debate about it, alright? I thought that Nico Rosberg handed Lewis Hamilton the championship back in early May, I do believe it was, at the Monaco Grand Prix, when he let Lewis pass. Obviously that turned out to be not the case, because we all know that Nico Rosberg did actually win the championship. However, here's a question for you, which I've had a heated discussion with my massage therapist Adam Brooks from Brooks ISM. Like he does my back massage, and during one of his treatments we had this discussion about whether Lewis Hamilton would have done the same if Nico he was in the same position that Nico was in at the time. And yeah, so I don't think he would have done, but because I think Lewis Hamilton is very selfish, to be honest, when it comes to racing, and Nico Rosberg comes across as being a bit of a Barrichello kind of guy, sort of just doing as he's told. And actually the fact that Lewis Hamilton did not wouldn't do that what Nico Rosberg did in Monaco, becomes clear that in during the last race when Lewis Hamilton blatantly disobeyed a direct team instruction, and yeah, so I don't think Lewis Hamilton would have done the same for Nico Rosberg ever, you know. But anyway, Merry Christmas, guys, and this concludes my Christmas and New Year special. I will be back. I will be back next season, in 2017, with more from giving my opinions on the Grand Prix as they happen. Now, do feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and share. And if you do want to buy me a virtual beer, or support me this channel financially, then feel free to do so. I'm gonna leave a link in the comment section below. And yeah, so have a good Christmas, guys. So long, I'm out of here, guys. See you later. Bye.